Welcome to a special edition of Jesse Watters Primetime. I'm Cain. Drugs, strippers, and exotic cars. Can you guess what those three things have in common? Those three things are what Hunter Biden spent his money on while skipping out on taxes. Hunter Biden is now facing up to 17 years in prison for being a serial tax cheat after special counsel David Weiss last night hit Hunter with 9 tax charges, including 3 felony accounts. Now, these are on top of the 3 criminal gun charges he's facing in Delaware, where he's looking down the barrel of up to 25 years. And this was Hunter just moments ago.
Mr. Biden, will your father pardon you?
What?
Will your father pardon you?
Do you have any comment on the...
Will you go to jail, Mr. Biden?
A pardon might be the only thing that saves Hunter. The president's son skipped out on paying taxes not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4. From 2016 to 2019, Hunter racked up $1.4 million in debt to the IRS. And it's not like Hunter didn't have the money. Ukraine and China were filling his pockets. So where did all the money go? Well, the indictment reads in part, quote, between 2016 and October 15th of 2019, the defendant spent this money on drugs, escorts, and girlfriends, luxury hotels and rental properties, exotic cars, clothing, and other items of a personal nature. In short, everything but his taxes. In 4 years, Hunter withdrew $1.6 million from an ATM. In 4 years, Hunter spent $900,000 on his sex life. Seriously. Almost $700,000 on, quote, various women. Another $200,000 on adult entertainment. Now, just quick math, $900,000 over 4 years comes out to about $4 grand a week. $4 grand in prostitutes. How many prostitutes is that a week? I wouldn't know, and I guess it depends. But let's be honest, Hunter's not exactly a top-of-the-line quality kind of guy. And the indictment, in fact, says Hunter paid one stripper $1,500. He says it was for artwork. Prosecutors say she didn't sell art. Hunter was losing track of how many girlfriends he was paying, and he was deducting strippers, sex club memberships, his $28,000 porn site bills as business expenses. Hunter even expensed a, quote, bacchanal. And he can't deny any of this. In his memoir, he adds color. Quote, an ant trail of dealers and their sidekicks rolled in and out day and night. They pulled up in late series Mercedes-Benz, decked out in oversized Raiders or Lakers jerseys and flashing fake Rolexes. Their stripper girlfriends invited their girlfriends, who invited their boyfriends. They drink up the entire minibar, call for room service for filet mignon and a bottle of Dom Perignon. And one of the women even ordered an additional filet for her purse-sized dog. But don't worry, Hunter was also spending the money on essentials, like $636,000 on clothing and retail purchases, $215,000 on food, $25,000 on entertainment. Hunter had the money. He just didn't have money for alimony or taxes. And he knew he had to pay them. His ex-wife says Hunter kept 2-year-old tax returns sitting in the trunk of his car. Now, Biden leaving important documents in their car, where have I heard that before? But hey, Joe's now saying the tax code is what's unfair.
The American people are tired of being played for suckers. And by the way, does anyone here think that the tax code is fair? If you do, raise your hand. You got it, baby.
Well, I don't think it's fair either, but I don't think it's been fair for a long time, not just when it targets Hunter. And by the way, Hunter's attorney is calling this whole thing a political witch hunt.
As to my client, he has well stated many times that at the depths of his addiction, something that American families have somebody either in their family or they know, is not behavior that he's proud of. But it doesn't make him into a tax felon in a 56-page indictment. And lastly, how many cases do you know in which somebody, when he got sober and he got his act together, paid his taxes back with interest and penalties 2 years ago, only to face this kind of a document yesterday? So people should ask, what changed between June 20th and yesterday? And the answer is politics.
So the tax code is unfair, and now it's been weaponized against Biden. Got it. Any more excuses? Well, Hunter went today on a podcast, conveniently, where he pulled out the old Russian disinformation card.
This whole idea that this may not in every aspect be a Russian disinformation campaign, but it has literally every earmark of what the Russians did. Yeah. There's, what's it called? It's called eliminationist rhetoric. Eliminationist rhetoric was something that the Nazis came up with as a tool to undermine their political rivals. And then Putin has fine-tuned it. He didn't argue with them on the merits. He labeled them pedophiles. He planted child pornography on their laptops and their computers. And so maybe only 10% of the people then in the public would believe this. But then when he would turn around after he got 10, 15, 20% of the people believing the worst thing you can possibly think about a human being, and then when he turns around and said, and also he's a money launderer and he is against the Russian people. It's a lot easier for them to believe that.
Hunter then went on to say Republicans want to kill him.
None of this is necessarily about me. They are trying to, in their most illegitimate way, but rational way, they're trying to destroy a presidency. And so it's not about me. What they're trying to do is they're trying to kill me, knowing that it will be a pain greater than my father could be able to handle. These people are just sad, very, very sick people that have most likely just faced traumas in their lives that they've decided that they are going to turn into an evil that they decide that they're going to inflict on the rest of the world. Mm-hmm.
He's the crack-smoking, hooker-visiting martyr against these evil, moral do-gooders.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.